Good morning, campers. This is Crusader Rabbit KBNY 5962 starting our broadcasting day. Today, for your viewer enjoyment, we're bringing you TitanQuest, namely TitanQuest Immortal Throne. That's regular old TitanQuest with the Immortal Throne DLC added on. And we are farming for Stonebinders cuffs, and we are farming for Stonebinders cuffs in the Minoan Labyrinth at the very last rebirth fountain before the floor boss, which is a Minotaur, which is out this way. But we're going this way, where there's a high concentration of... well, we've got to go through some automatons here first. But then we'll get to a high concentration of Gorgons, which, not the ones with the white names, with the white, but ones like that with a brown, golden brown gold name, or ones with a yellow name can drop Stonebinders cuffs. And if I find a pair of Stonebinders cuffs here in epic difficulty, they'll be of the +2 to all skills flavor. So we'll see how we do here. And I have items filtered out, item drops filtered out that are magical or below. So broken, ordinary items, magical items, which are yellow, are being filtered out from the drops. And I'm only showing monster infrequent rares, which are olive green, rares, which are green, and of course blue for epic and purple for legendary. And there, that one up there could have dropped Stonebinders cuff, did not. And that one dropped some gold, but we don't really care about gold. And this will be the last room here that could spawn Gorgons. And we get a drop of some gold here, but that's about it. And I'm going to finish off by finishing off some of these automatons here. Since I'm in the area, just get a little more experience, rack up some more experience points before I save the game and start a new game. No chest, and no chest up here. Sometimes chests spawn there. I'll go ahead and save. And then we're going to go ahead and exit out to the main menu. And here at the main menu, I'm going to take a swig of water. Oh, very good. And that took about 3 minutes. Let's go ahead and we can start another game. And we'll start in single player mode. And we're in epic difficulty. And we get dumped in at the last rebirth fountain. Minoan Labyrinth is off this way, or the floor boss to the Minoan Labyrinth is off this way. This is the last rebirth fountain in the Minoan Labyrinth. That's Act 1, at the very end of Act 1. And we get some automatons here, and then Gorgons. That one could drop, but it doesn't, it just drops some gold. Oops. Got a little too close to the poison there. And there's a couple here that could drop, but don't. Oh. And that one had a yellow name. That could have dropped Stonebinders cuffs. But it didn't. These guys just dropped some gold. And we'll clean up the golden potions there. And we had 3 whites up there, but one of them was a yellow. That could have dropped, but it did not. And white and white and white, no help there. We get, out of the chest, we get some rare item in green. Couple more whites, those aren't going to help. And that's going to be the end of the Gorgons for this run. So we'll just go ahead and finish up the automatons. Sometimes a chest will spawn here, and a chest can also spawn up here in the corner. But I'm not getting any so far, which is kind of disturbing. Maybe that's a trend. Maybe I won't be getting any this run. So let's go ahead and save. And let's go ahead and exit out to the main menu. And we can start again. We'll go single player mode. And we're in epic difficulty. And let's start the server. And we get dumped out at the Rebirth Fountain in the Minoan Labyrinth. End of Act 1. Floor boss. The Minotaur is off this way, but we're going this way. Kind of backwards, because that's where the Gorgons are. And we have one there that can drop. The ones that spit poison or spit fire, they can drop the Stonebinders cuffs, like this one here, or that one there. But nobody's dropping anything. Now this here is a monster infrequent. You can see how the color, so that's what got dropped. You can see how the color on the name is sort of a olive green, and this is a regular rare, where it's like a forest green. You can see the difference between the color of that name and the color of that name. They call that an olive green. This is a monster infrequent, and that's just a regular rare. And that's white, and that's white. That's going to be no help. And we have one more room here. A couple Gorgons here that could possibly drop Stonebinders cuffs, but don't. Once again, we have filtering off on all items that are magical or less. So broken, common, and magical, well, gray and white and yellow. So we get a nice little mechanical parts charm there. Let's go ahead and save. And go back out to the main menu. And wash, rinse, repeat. Let's do it again. Single player mode. And we're going to be in epic difficulty. And we get dumped in at the last rebirth fountain before the end of the Minoan Labyrinth. The floor boss, the Minotaur, the big Minotaur, is this way. We're going the other way, where all the Gorgons are. They can drop Stonebinders cuffs. There are Gorgons that can drop Stonebinders cuffs in other areas of the game. For instance, earlier in Act 1, after the Medusas, and you enter in to that little antechamber after you've killed all 3 Medusas, there are Gorgons there that can drop Stonebinders cuffs. White, 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 white. No help there. But there is another monster infrequent. And there, I'm a little far away from the TV here, and it's kind of hard for me to read that. It's something armbands, right? And once again, it's olive green, monster infrequent, but it's not Stonebinders cuffs. It's something armbands, but I can't read what the something is. I think it might be Sentinels armbands, but it's, my eyes aren't so good. My eyes are dim. I cannot see. I have not brought my specs with me. Wow, I'm out of inventory slots here. If we come across some Stonebinders cuffs, I'll have to throw something out here. That's okay. All white there. White, 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 white. White. Let's get rid of these automatons. And white, 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 white. Kind of a poor run. Go white. No help. Ah, here's a couple. The ones that are spitting fire there, but nothing. Got all excited there for a minute for nothing. So we're just going to finish this off by wiping out these automatons. And there's no real reason for us to go any further backwards in the labyrinth here. We'll just go ahead and checking to make sure there's no chests. We'll just go ahead and save and dump back out to the main menu. Save. Main menu, please. So let's go ahead and once again start in single player mode, and we'll be in epic difficulty. Start the game. And we dump into the Minoan Labyrinth at the Rebirth Fountain at the end of Act 1. Last Rebirth Fountain on the way to the floor boss, the Minotaur, which is this way. But we're going to the left here, backwards, towards the high concentration of Gorgons that can drop Stonebinders cuffs. Oh, we get a little relic there. Mechanical parts, was it a charm? Or was it a relic? White and white and white. We're doing very good here. Oh, here's a couple. Let's see, that's green and green, so both of those poison spitters could have dropped, but did not. And there's another one. And there's another one. But this one didn't drop. And that's white. That one will never drop. And this one didn't drop either. Kind of getting shut out here. So there's one more room here that has, and we've got the two right up front there. Could have dropped, but instead they didn't drop anything, right? Wait for the poison to clear. And let's go up and... So we're done with the Minotaur, with the Gorgons for this run. So we just want to get some extra experience. Clear out the automatons and the little Minotaurs. Oh, and we get another...
You have no more room. Your inventory is full.
Ouch. That's rude. So we get a chest here, and it doesn't drop anything, and there's no chest in this corner. So let's go ahead and save. I'm starting to get kind of hungry. I think I'm going to make myself some dinner. We'll do one more run. How's that? So let's dump out to the main menu. One more run. And we'll go single player mode and epic difficulty. And we dump out here into the Minoan Labyrinth, the last rebirth fountain for the floor boss, which is over this way to the right, the Minotaur, but we're going to the left, backwards, and that's a white one. That's going to be no help. Clear out the automatons, and there we go. That one could drop, but no. Oh, it dropped something. What did we get there? What did we get there? Let's go ahead and... Oh, it's a crown. It's a Stonebinder's crown. Oh, so close. Oops, that's not what I meant to do. Meant to do that. So what are we going to drop here? We're going to drop... Sentinel's Cuirass and Sentinel's armbands. Those are the choice. And because we want to get a better look at this, right? So let's drop the Sentinel Cuirass. And we can pick up another monster infrequent. I thought we had it there, actually. And it's Sentinel's armbands. Oh, there it is right there. Sentinel's crown. Oh, Stonebinder's crown. So we were very close. Not Stonebinder's cuffs, but we got Stonebinder's crown. I don't think I've ever picked up a Stonebinder's crown. I've got Stonebinder's armor and Stonebinder's cuffs. I don't think I've ever seen that in a drop, but there it is. Unfortunately, there's no plus to all skills like there is in cuffs, but that's just one of them things. Alrighty. And unfortunately, we don't have enough room here to grab the other things. So let's just go about our merry way here, and we'll check this room. And we'll clear out the automatons here, and come up here, get these Gorgons, and drop down in the last room. That one could drop. That one could drop. And we end up with no Stonebinders cuffs. Well, got a Stonebinders crown, which I've never seen before. Kind of interesting. Not what we were looking for. Not what we wanted. But we got it anyway. Finish up here. And go ahead and save the game. And that's going to be it. So I'd like to say thanks for tuning in. Hope you enjoyed the show. This is Crusader Rabbit KBNY 5962 ending our broadcasting day. Good night, campers.